Good afternoon, guys. Got myself another new tent. I've got myself the Phoxx, the Oex Phoxx 1v2, 1.6 kilograms. Let's see what it says. I think it's 5,000 hydrostatic head. 5,000 hydrostatic head, 4,000 on the base. So let's get it set up and we'll have a look. So here is the contents of the tent, guys. Nice dry sack. There's the tent. There's the pegs that you get, the kind of the candy cane ones. Aluminium poles, 2 poles, and then we've got the tent. So let's get it set up, guys.
You and me, we meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
So I do apologise, guys. I was recording me putting the tent up, but for some reason the camera stopped. But you've got to put the inner up first. I'm not really a fan of that, to be honest. But the tent is up. Let's jump inside and see if it's big enough. I am 6'3", 6'2", sorry. Little shout out to English Woodsman. He's got the tent as well. I don't know if I said, I got it for £45. So let's jump in, we'll see if it's big enough. I can fit inside it. So I'll take you around about and give you a look at the tent. For anybody that's been camping for a long time, they'll remember the tents from Aldi's 2016. Aldi's brung out a tent like this one. I think it was like £20. But the material in this one is 5,000 hydrostatic head. I think that one from Aldi's was 2,000. There's also a Yellowstone one. I think it was like a Gellet Solo. I've actually had the Gellet Solo, and the Gellet Solo is tighter because your feet are hitting the ground, hitting the bottom. Sorry, if you're a taller person. So this one, there's plenty of room. 6'3", 6'4", probably you could fit inside it. I will say the only thing is the headroom. There's not a lot of headroom inside it. They do kind of call it a coffin tent, don't they? These type of tents. Look. But yeah, there is plenty of room for a budget tent. It does seem pretty well made. I really couldn't see anything wrong with it. Material seems quite good. Look. Little porch. The actual tent clips on to there. It's got aluminium poles, whereas I think if I remember, the Gellet Solo was the, what do you call them again? The really crappy poles. I can't remember what you call them. There's better pegs as well. So the actual tent I would say it might look like the Gellert Solos. I was a bit kind of dubious as well, to be honest. When I first looked, I seen it for £40, and I was kind of thinking, But English Woodsman, he got it. There's the pulleys the Oex use. Poles go in the clip. So yeah, English Woodsman got it, and I did actually like the look of it. So I seen it on Black Friday, £45. So I thought, why not? Don't tell my wife that I've bought another tent. So there we go, one door. It definitely reminds me of that the Gellert Solo one. People know what I'm talking about. So there we go, 5,000 hydrostatic head. It says the base is 4,000. Whereas I would probably put a ground sheet below it. Maybe like a cheap Poundland tarp or something. Oh, it's actually got 2 doors. What? Ooh! I've never seen that in English Woodsman's video. So we'll jump inside, guys, and I'll show you inside the tent. I forgot to say it's got ventilation up in there, and it's got ventilation at the top. Always remember the Gellert one. It's got this this piece here, look, to hold it up. Always remember the Gellert one. The condensation was unbelievable. So I'm inside the tent. My feet are not touching the bottom. I would probably say it's about half a feet for the bottom. And I would probably say I've got about a foot room up there to store some stuff. You could probably put your bag up there. That's the thing with this tent, is it's finding where to put your bag. So you probably could squeeze it up there. I don't know if you'd want to be stuck inside this tent. I took this, not this tent, but I took a goat solo one to Dartmoor, and I was stuck inside it because it was raining. There's not a lot of room, to be honest. When it's a rainy day, you don't really want this size of tent. You want a bigger. It's fine for summer, I would probably say. This type of tent. Size of tent, sorry. But yeah, I'm quite happy with it. For what I paid for it, build quality is pretty good. You cannot complain for £45. So there we go, we're inside the tent. It's got a second door. It's a little porch, not the biggest of porches, is it? But I suppose you could store your bag out there if you have to. I'm sure you could store it on the side, couldn't you? Hopefully it doesn't get wet with the material touching. But there's the bottom of the tent. There's how far my feet are from the bottom. And I'm 6'2". So my verdict to the tent, guys, is pretty good for the money. Really can't complain. I will say, if you're on a budget and you want a half decent tent, I would say to buy that one. That's pretty good. You can't go wrong. You do have to kind of roll in the tent. I'll give you a look and show you what I mean. So they're probably not the most easiest tents to get in and out of, but for 1.6 kilograms, £45 tent, my verdict is I would probably buy it. You cannot go wrong. I like tents that are a bit higher, to be honest, but yeah, it's pretty good. I'm sure I'll use it a few times. I really have got an obsession with tents. My long-term viewers will know what I mean. I used to have an obsession with pots, but I actually seem to have curbed that obsession with the pots, and I seem to have an obsession with the tents now. So, but it's one of those things, isn't it? So let's see how long it takes to pack up. I'm sure it'll be pretty quick.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.